Good day, everyone. It is nice over here for you and I because learning never ends and education is the key to an impactful life. My name is Anthony Nathaniel. Good day, everyone. I welcome you back to Global Education Zone. And in this video, we are going to be dealing with database management systems. Now, a database management system is basically a special type of software that helps us to perform processes on our database. So these processes, they are processes that helps to create, modify, and edit the database. Now, an example of a database is a file that consists of the um, basically the number of employees, the payment of employees, their data, their everything about the employees of a particular company. So, assuming I have a company now, if I own that company and I have 6 employees, now a database is what I will use to track my the progress and the success of those employees in that organization. Now we'll do the practical of this in a subsequent video, but basically this is we'll just do the explanation video. Now database management is involves the process of creating, monitoring, administration, and the maintenance of a database and database groups in any organization. So you can see that it deals with organization. Databases, they are not things we can actually mess around with too much. And even when we are creating database, they are not very flexible. They are strict. So we work with files in database, we work with folders in database, and we use these files to create a detailed tracking and a detailed record of all these data. That's why it's called a database. Now we have what is known as a database management system, and it's simply a software that helps us to organize and to edit and to modify databases. So this database management system, there are specific softwares that help us to perform processes. They help us to modify. They help us to organize and access databases. Now, this database management system, they are simply software, and there are different examples of this kind of database software. We have MySQL, which is that SQL. It is a specific type of database. I guess it's pronounced SQL. So that database, this management system, it helps to organize and to edit the databases that you open with it. Then we also have Microsoft Access. So Microsoft Access is a database management system that comes from Microsoft Office. It's actually very good, very useful to use, and it's very easy to understand. So that is what we'll be dealing with in this video. We also have the SQL Server. Now we also have the Oracle, the RDBMS. That's RDBMS is the abbreviation, is the acronym for Relational Database Management System. So this database management system, ignore the four-letter abbreviation and all the rest. They simply mean software that are used to modify and edit databases. We also have DBase, we have Fox Pro, and all the rest. Now today we'll be talking about different things, different terminologies in database. For example, you have what is known as a field. Now, basically, a field is can be seen. It contains an item of data in a database, and it is consists of a group of characters. Now, when I talk about characters, you don't need to explain characters because characters they are simply the numerical and the alphabetical symbols that you use to type in data. Now, when you are dealing with computers, you need to type in data. And when you type in this data, you are making use of characters. Now, when we have a group of characters inside this rectangular array, it's called a field. So a field consists of a group. This is called a field. This rectangular box. Now, this field is actually a horizontal array of data. You can see this number two here. This figure two here stands for the field of number two. Now that's the second person. Probably this first row will be for the title of the database, or so on and so forth. So basically, we also have this one is for the first field. Then we have this one for the second field. Then we have this one for the third field, and so on and so forth. So it consists of a group of characters, and it stands for a particular entry. So what I'm trying to say is that if we have just a person in an organization, his own data will be entered into a specific field that was created specifically for that. Now let me show an example of different fields. But further, let's talk about records. A record is composed of a group of related fields. Now another way of saying it is a record contains a collection of attributes related to an entry, entities such as person or product. A payroll record would contain the name, address, security numbers, and title of each employee. So now, if in that my company again, And if I wanted to pay the employees, and I would need a payroll database. Now this is the first record. This is the second record. So a record consists of collection of attributes. Now these are the attributes. These attributes, we have the first name is an attribute, and it is related to the entities. Now these are all entities. You have John, Sally, and Steve. These are the employees. Now, if we move our eyes from left to right across this table, we have the fields which contains each of the individual data. Then if we move our eyes from up to down, we have what is known as a record. So from up to down, we have these 5 records here: one, two, three, four, five. Of the 5 employees, we have their last names, we have their date of birth, we have their addresses, we have their social security. So this record is made up of multiple fields, and these fields we have first names, last names, date of birth, address, and security number. Now, basically, that is related to fields. Now, if we're talking about the database file, a database file is a collection of related records. So, a database file is sometimes called a table. So, when we talk about this database, you have these your rows and columns, and then you have your related records. For example, that employee pay and roll database we had. This employee payroll database, it consists of tables. Now, these tables, when we have these tables, they are called database file. And let's talk about the next part of this. We have the key. Now, this key is basically a special feature that is used to track and analyze data effectively. So each of the record consists of a unique identifier, or what is known as a key. We have different kinds of key. We have primary keys, and so forth. Now, this key here, this is the social security number, is the key to this spreadsheet. Now, the reason for this is that it helps us to track um, track each of the entry. For each of these first name, for John, you have his own field, and this field is unique. So anywhere you know that you are going to make use of a field, it has to be unique. So a field is it's called a key that helps us to specifically identify each record. Now, the key must be completely unique, yes, to a particular record, just as each individual has a unique security social security. Now, this first record for John, you can see his security social security is 0 1 0 2 2 3, and so on and so forth. That's for the first. Then for the second person, we have his own fields, his primary key. The third has his key, and these are unique to the data. Now, this video on database, we also have to talk about various ways in which you can um, work with this spreadsheet. You can load a spreadsheet. Look at this. In this screen, this how to load the spreadsheet. All you need to do is you open your Microsoft Access from your all programs, or the start menu when you are using Windows operating system. But on the Mac, that's a different case entirely. Now, what you need to do is you click open the applications, and then you load it. It's just similar for loading any other Microsoft Office application. Then, what if you want to create a new database? All you need to do is you click on the blank database, and in the file name, you type the name of your database, and then you click on create. So this will create the database for you. Now, basically, after creating a database, you can now begin to use the different tools that are available in Microsoft Access to edit and to work with those databases. Now, this is as much as we can go in this video, and I hope to see you next episode. Thank you for watching.